So, and I don't want to make this too long, but the next big thing, the key thing that we talked about was file management. And without seeing it in live and as we go, what we were explaining was kind of, I think, lost among some of you. Okay, so we have what we use, what is Dropbox. So here's Dropbox as the online platform. This is the cloud storage, and we have several folders in there. So we have what we work from is expressions and media, and this has all of our folders in here, and then workshops, all of those. That is the file management system there, and we have this synced to our hard drives. So here is the Dropbox folder, and it has the same, our taxes, expressions and media, Jay's raw photo things, and everything like that. And because we share folders, some of what you see here is not in that particular Dropbox because of just how all that works. So again, expressions and media has all those folders. Go into workshop, and it has all of these same folders that you see here: editing basics, photo basics, and then the for campus map. So anything that I do here, it's going to sync. So if I want to make a new folder, and we'll just call this the test folder, test fold, whatever, that works. Okay, and up here you can see that it's syncing information there. So because I made file edits there, you'll see that's the photo that I just worked on. And if I refresh here, you now see that test fold that I made on my hard drive, and it transferred over into Dropbox. So this is and again, file management, it's what works best for you. So I have everything categorized, personal, professional, expressions and media, and a lot of these we have a little bit of a mesh of Jay's thinking and my thinking. So we have all of our different projects, and the check marks are what are on the hard drive. The little cloud means that it's only in Dropbox. Okay, and so how does that relate to Lightroom? So remember, Lightroom is a database, and excuse me, and it is a link to the hard drive, or links to the hard drive are created. So I'm going to I've expanded these here so you could see the work, or the depth of the files. So here you have your expressions and media, and then my workshops folder. I'll click into this, and then the next thing is the photo basics folder, the PB examples, and I don't know why that's clear down there. We'll bring that back up here, and then the Lightroom LR workshop photo examples, Lightroom workshop photo examples, and then to the final, and this was for our photo basics, so if you didn't see these in the editing basics, don't worry. To the final folder is the workshop photo examples. So if I clicked on this, and that blue arrow thing means that these are now coming because I clicked on it. I am actively working on it. Dropbox thinks I'm actively working on it on my computer, so it is syncing all of these files to be on the hard drive instead of only in Dropbox, because I have, in essence, because I have activated the link in Lightroom, I have now told Dropbox I want to work with these, so it has now activated these photos for use and putting them on my hard drive. I hope that makes sense. As you can see, these little clouds here are turning into green check marks. So all of these photos, so as you can see, are right here on my hard drive, and here is the reference for Lightroom. Trying to see if we can. So this one is these up here. And I created virtual copies. So what you're seeing, you see two of the boys standing there. One is an original, one is the edit. As you can see, this is the number 2, 2 of 2, 1 of 2. This is, I have this selected and it's telling me that there are 2 photos. And when I hover over it, it's the 1 of 2. So in my Finder here, you're only seeing one of those photos because I only have one on the hard drive. The other one was a virtual copy that I had created in Lightroom. So if I click on that, right click, create a virtual copy, there are now 3 of them, but as you can see, there is still only one on my hard drive. This virtual copy is just as it sounds, a virtual copy. There is nothing that is saved at all until I choose to export. And when I export them, that means I am saving them in a separate file. So if I want to export this one, I am exporting, and I have all of these options here, and we'll talk about this a little bit later. So I have my raw file that I am exporting into a JPEG, which is something that can be printed and used in the, I guess, the normal environment, if you will. We will talk about all of that as the class goes on, and as we go through the editing process. That's kind of the final, in my mind, the finalization of the editing process. You've exported it, you're done. Okay, so I think those are the biggest things that, or the biggest visual examples that we didn't have in the last discussion of the class. I hope this kind of helps you wrap your head around what we are going to be talking about. And on the upcoming class, we hopefully will be getting you on the computers, getting you signed in so that you can go through all of this with us and actually get your hands on it, because once you start doing it, it's going to make a whole lot more sense.